All right, good morning. I couldn't be here today, but I've got what I think will be a fun lesson for you. We're going to be creating a picture of, kind of inspired by the Aurora Borealis, the northern lights. It's an electromagnetic effect that creates a shimmer of color in the night sky. We're going to start out by choosing a sky color. I picked purple. You can choose between purple or blue. Either one will work. And then you're going to want to select a few chalk pastels to use for the lights in the sky. I've already picked out a pink, a yellow, a blue, and a green, but I don't want to use purple because that's the color of my sky. I'm going to begin with the lightest color, and I want to create some horizontal strokes, mostly horizontal, that weave their way through the sky. So I'll probably go kind of gently across like that. I want to use plenty of chalk because to really create this effect, it's going to take quite a bit. I'm going to also layer in a few other colors with it, just to give it a little variety. And you can decide how and where you want to put these other colors. It's not important to go over the entire line, just here and there in a few places. And then I'll also maybe branch off in another direction, using mostly horizontal lines. A little touch of green in there. And as I build those up, I might want to lighten them too with the white chalk. And this is just regular white chalk like we would have used on a blackboard when I was in school. A little bit of that white to lighten those colors, kind of like so. And it seems a little empty here, so I'm going to branch off of this and come across. I don't want to fill it too full, but I want it to be interesting and look like I really used my space. Then using paper towel, and you can use your fingers for this, but I had better results using the paper towel. You're going to swipe up from that line, and it should create that shimmer effect of the Aurora Borealis, always pushing up toward the sky. If you were to pull down toward the ground, it's going to ruin the effect and it's going to start to look kind of blurry. If there are places that aren't showing up well enough, you can go back, build up the color a little more, using the same colors that you started with. When you have enough that you're happy with it, it's time to create the ground. The ground is going to be made, before the ground, I almost forgot, we're going to add some stars into the scene. And I've got a little bit of white paint, and I'm going to use the end of this Q-tip. I'm just going to dip it in, and just make a few specks lightly around the sky. You don't need a ton, just a few. When you're done scattering them throughout the sky, then we're ready to create the ground. As I said, we'll use a half sheet of paper. I'm going to set this aside and create kind of a jagged tree line with varying heights, some tall, some low, going all the way across your page. Try to create some variety, but don't stress about making them all perfect. And then we'll cut it out with scissors. I have one already cut, and you can see that I went back with my scissors and I made little snips for texture for the tree. When you're ready, we'll glue it in place right at the bottom of your page. You might notice that there are places where I cut and other places where I didn't. Don't feel like you have to cut texture along every tree all the way from the top to the bottom. There are places where I left gaps and came back in and cut some more texture. Don't stress about it. Relax and have fun.